In this tutorial, I am going to discuss a programming question leftmost column with at least a 1. So the problem statement is given a binary matrix. So binary matrix means the matrix only contains two values, zeros and ones. Each row of a matrix is sorted in ascending order. So please remember this point, that the each row of a matrix is sorted in ascending order, and we have to write a code to return leftmost column index with at least 1 in it, and if such index does not exist, return -1. And we cannot access the binary matrix directly. We may only access the matrix using this interface, so binary matrix interface, and this interface exposes two methods. First one is get, and here we pass the row and column index, and it will return the element of the matrix is at index which we pass, the row and column index. And the second one is binary matrix dot dimension, and it returns a list of two elements n comma m. So n represent row, m represent column, which means the matrix is n cross m. So let's understand this problem statement through an example. And also the important point is we cannot call this method, so this get method, more than 1,000 times. So let's understand this problem statement through an example. So in the first example, so we have 2 cross 2 matrix, 2 cross 2, so 2 rows and 2 columns. And if I call this method binary matrix dot dimension, it will return 2 comma 2. So it will return a list of integers, list of two integers. So first one represent the row and second one represent the column. So this is the row, so this is the 0th row, this is the first row, I mean index I'm talking about, and this is the 0th column, and this is the first column. And we have to return the leftmost column index with at least 1 in it. So the leftmost column index is this one, 0th column. And if I talk about this, I mean, let's say, so it is first row and 0th column, so it's index, so 1 comma 0. And we have to return only the value of j, so j represent the column, so it is 0. I mean the 0th column and the first column both contains 1, but 0th is smaller than first, so we have to return the leftmost. And now let's see the second example. In the second example, you can see each row is sorted in ascending order, and let's write down the indexes. So this is the 0th column, this is the first column, this is the second column, this is the 0th row, this is the first row, and this is the second row. And here you can see at first column we have 2 ones, at second column we have 3 ones, at 0th column we have only 1 ones. So we have to return the leftmost column index with at least 1 in it. So the output here is 0. So 1 is present at 0th column, and for this example the output also 0. And let's see the third example. So in the third example, all the elements are zeros, so we return -1. It indicates that 1 is not present in this matrix. And let's see the fourth example. In the fourth example, at 0th column no one is present, at first column only one is present, and in second column only one is present. So we have to return the leftmost column, or you can say the minimum index value, so the minimum column index value, so it is 1, so the output is 1. And to check the element present at the given index, I mean at the so the index of this cell is 1 comma 0, so 1 is row and 0 is column. And how do we get the value? So we get the value by calling this method. And how do we know its dimension? We know the dimension by calling this method dimensions. And please remember this important point, this restriction, or you can say this constant, that we can't call this API, this method dot get more than 1,000 times. So we have to think the optimized approach to solve this problem, so that we don't repeatedly call this method. So this is the problem statement, and now let's think how we can solve this problem. Each row of this matrix is sorted. So the easiest approach to solve this problem is to traverse this matrix row by row and do a binary search on each row. So we first take this row and do a binary search to find the leftmost column index. So in this row we get the leftmost column index at column 1, and in next row we get the leftmost index at column 2, and in this row we get the leftmost index at column 0, and out of these three the minimum one is this one. So we return the leftmost column index, which is 0. The time complexity of using binary search on each row is n cross log n. So n is the number of rows and log n is the time complexity of binary search. So the time complexity is n cross log n. Now in this tutorial I'm going to discuss a better approach to solve this problem, and let's see how we can solve this problem in n plus m time complexity. In this matrix, each row is sorted and we have to find the leftmost column index with at least 1 in it. So we can use the sorted property to start searching an element from top right corner from this cell, and when we get 1, then there is a chance of getting 1 in the left column in the previous column. So go to the left column in the same row, and if we get 0, it means in this row we won't get 1 as row is already sorted. So go to next row. So let's visualize this approach and let's take one variable to keep track of leftmost column index. So when we first found 1 here, we assign the column value. So let's say the value of j is 2. So let's check in the left column of the same row, and the value in this cell is also 1. So let's update its value and move to this column, and the value here is 0. It means what we have to do is we have to move to next row, and the value here again, the value here is 0. So we have to move to next row, and here the value is 1 and the column index is 0. So let's update its value, and after complete traversal we return the value leftmost column index, and which is 0. So 0 is the output here, and let's see the code. So first we need to know the dimension. So we call the dimensions method of this interface binary matrix, and we get the number of rows at 0th index and number of columns at first index. Then we assign this value in row and column variable. Then we have to start traversing an array. So we have to start searching a matrix from top right corner. It means we have to start with the minimum row and the maximum column value. So I have initialize I with 0 and j with column -1, and here is the while loop, and the while loop run until the value of I is less than 0. So we assign the minimum value to this variable I and maximum value to this variable j. So maximum column value, so that's why the condition is j is greater than equal to 0. Then if we found 0, then we have to move to next index, else if we found 1, then we have to go to the left column, the previous column. So let's let's dry run this code. So the first value is 1, so we assign 2 in mean index, and we decremented the value of j as we have to visit the previous column. So let's update its value 1, and here also at 0th row and first column the value is 1. So update its value and decrement its index, and now we reach at this column, and here the value is 0. It means we have to move to next row. So in next row we don't need to start traversing a row again from this index, as we already found 1 at first column. So we need to find, is there, I mean we need to check we need to find the minimum value. So we always check the column which is lesser than this column. So that's why we only need to check in this column. And then we move to next row, as the value here is 0 and here the value is 1. So we update the mean index to 0 and the value here is -1. So this condition is false and we came out of this loop. So and we return the mean index which is 0. So this is the leftmost column index with at least 1 in it. Now let's talk about its time and space complexity. So its time complexity is n plus m, where n is the number of rows and m is the number of column. And what about its space complexity? It is O1. We have not used any extra space here. So that's it for this video tutorial. For more such programming videos, you can subscribe our YouTube channel. You can visit our website, which is https://webrewrite.com. Please don't forget to like this video. Thanks for watching this video.